Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Monday with the Mayor. I'm Bradford Raths, and for the first time in what seems like a decade, we're back in Huntingburg with Denny Spinner.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Nice. You're Bradford, is that correct?
Yeah,
okay, good.
You're Mayor Spinner, right?
Right.
Okay, reintroduction there. So you guys did win the Stellar Communities next round,
right.
Moving on to that, but I think maybe some clarification necessary on the next part of the process.
Okay. Where we are now is there have been 6 communities in the state as selected as stellar finalists. So we're among 6 cities in the state that are into this next round. What the process is from this point is that from those 6, the state will determine 2 communities to receive the Stellar Communities designation. So we're into that final 6. The next step for us is that we will have a meeting in Indianapolis on April 11th where the 6 communities that have gone into this stage will come together. We'll receive information on exactly what the timeline is moving forward, and we will find out when there will be a visit from the Stellar Communities Committee. And that is kind of the biggest part of what happens after this, is that each of the communities will be visited by the selection committee. We will be given an opportunity to present our entire proposal to them. They will tour our city and look at the projects that we have out there. So between now and that time, we will be taking what was our letter of interest, our proposal that was out there, that's been out on our website, and really putting a lot more detail into each of those projects, the breakdowns of costs, of funding sources, of what the project means to the community, and outlining that. We will also be telling them about the committees that will be coming together to support those projects, not only through the next 3 to 4 year period, but for sustainability of those projects down the future. So we've got a core committee that is coming together. That our first meeting will come after the 11th when we can share more detail with them, but it's a cross-section of the community to help us identify exactly how these impacts will happen. So that committee will meet shortly after the 11th, and then we'll have a clearer roadmap that will lead to that visit. Once the site visits are made to all 6 communities, then the Lieutenant Governor's office will announce which 2 communities receive the final designation. This is the 4th year of this program, and traditionally, they try to do a north and a south. There's been a northern city and a southern city usually are considered, and there are 3 other finalists are in the south. It's ourselves, Mount Vernon, and Nashville. And so it'll be an interesting process for us all. And the thing that's going to come out of this, Bradford, at this point, we've considered this a win for Huntingburg already, because part of what we're doing is formulating plans that we'll be able to use whether or not we get this designation or not. And there is some additional state funding to help us do this planning process. So we will receive funding for this next phase. And we will come out of this with a clear project list of things that we can do in Huntingburg to move our community forward. What the Stellar designation would do for us is compact that timeline a bit, maybe 3 to 5 years, so we could get these projects done. Where if we don't get the Stellar designation, what we have achieved in this round is that all of our projects have been reviewed by the agencies that would eventually fund them. So the opportunity for us to bring maybe the top project to them and say, let's do this one next, and maybe achieve them in a slower process than the Stellar communities would do, is still a great possibility. And from another great asset is this: I've got to tell you that in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, people have noticed that Huntingburg's on the list of potential Stellar Community finalists. And it's our opportunity to tell Huntingburg's story, that we do have things going on, that we do have a community that's moving forward, and it's given us a great opportunity to tell our story about our city and the things that we think can make our community grow in the future.
So in the end, you guys gained the advantage anyway.
It's a win-win. The win was getting to this point. The extra win is if we get to that finalist move. So we're going to take full advantage of the where we are now. Put our projects out there in front of those people that can help us with those, and use this notoriety of being in the finals as an opportunity to tell the Huntingburg story.
Yeah. Well, best of luck
Thank
with
you
that
very much.
for sure. So
we're excited about it.
Hopefully something that will turn the page on the weather and make it more spring-like. Spring cleanup days.
Right. It says our annual time of the year for our spring cleanup days. It's going to happen this weekend. It'll be start on Thursday. At the street department area down there on 1st Street. On Thursday, the hours will be from noon till 7. And on Friday, also noon to 7. And then on Saturday, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The usual requirements that you have a city utility bill to show that you are a city resident, and you can bring your larger items down to the location, and it will help to take care of that. There are some small fees: $2 per car, $5 per truck or trailer under 8 feet, and $10 for a trailer over 8 feet. And so, but these are all items. This is a semi-annual thing, the spring and the fall. And again, it'll be on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of this week. So if you've had some items in your garage or that you've been waiting to get rid of, this is the time of year to take those down and help get the cities cleaned up a little bit coming into the fall, or coming into the spring. You said fall earlier. That's
yeah,
why I said
know.
Fall. Coming into the spring.
I have my seasons backwards. It feels more like fall sometimes.
Right.
But you guys are also going to be flushing hydrants.
Right. This is also the time of the year for hydrant flushing, kind of our own spring cleaning and some of the internal things. And I know that started this week, and there are 4 areas of the city that will happen in quadrants. There's information on our website, and also it's been in the local media. You guys have covered it as well when that happens. But we just want to remind residents that there will be some hydrant flushing going on, and that the water during this time is safe to drink, but there is some attention needed for, especially those who are doing laundry. You need to run your water a little time, let it clear through the line so you don't get any discolorization. If you got any questions, you can call the city office here at 683-2211. We're glad to answer it, but the information should be out on our website and also in the news media about what areas of town are being affected, but that should have started today and will continue for the next 3 to 4 weeks.
And now, since tomorrow the calendar will say April,
right,
we are heading into festival season in Huntingburg, a busy month.
A busy month in downtown Huntingburg for the next 3 weeks. This weekend is our Merchants Association's annual Daffodil Stroll. It's the spring version of the Christmas stroll. So all the merchants will be having some specials. There'll be a lot of activity down on 4th Street. Just come on down and enjoy what we think will be spring weather this weekend. So an opportunity to visit our shops and take advantage of all of that. The following weekend is the annual Jazz and Wine Festival, the Garden Gate Wine and Jazz Festival through the Chamber of Commerce. That'll be located down at the Market Street area behind Old Town Hall. Some terrific music, a number of wine vendors in the area for tasting. We have a number of craft beer specialists from around our area also down there. It's a one-day event on Saturday. It's just a full day of a good celebration, and that will be on the 12th. And then on the 19th, back on 4th Street will be the annual Kiwanis Car Show, and that will take the 2 blocks of 4th Street on each side of Main. Cars from around the area will be come on and displayed, and it's a great time to get out and again see some of the great vehicles around our area, and again enjoy our 4th Street again. So next 3 weeks, if you're looking for something to do on Friday or Saturday, need to go no further than 4th Street in Huntingburg, we'll have something for you.
Yeah, no excuse to not have anything to do the next couple of weeks.
We've got a few things that in mind for you.
So, Mayor, we once again appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
This has been another week of Monday with the Mayor. We'll be back with more news after this break.